Fear isn't just something lurking in the dark. It's the powerful tool used by politicians, marketers, and the media to manipulate your choices and control your behavior. In this year, fear is everywhere, crafted to make you click, conform, and consume. Let's break down how fear is used to control you and discover how you can take back your power. Number 10. Breaking free from the fear cycle. Knowledge is power. Fear is one of the oldest tools of control, but in 2024, people are becoming more aware of how it's being used against them. Knowledge of how fear operates, whether in media, politics, or marketing, can help individuals resist its power. Studies show that limiting exposure to fear-driven content can reduce anxiety and improve mental health. A Gallup poll found that 25% of adults reported intentionally taking breaks from social media and news, primarily to manage their stress and anxiety. Techniques like mindfulness and meditation, which have been scientifically proven to decrease cortisol levels, are becoming more popular. Digital detoxes, combined with positive social interactions, are allowing people to regain control over their emotions and decision-making. Number 9. Physical reactions to fear. Managing the stress response. The fear response isn't just psychological. It has significant physical consequences. When we feel fear, the hypothalamus activates the sympathetic nervous system, releasing cortisol, which elevates blood pressure and heart rate. Prolonged exposure to fear can lead to chronic health issues such as hypertension and anxiety disorders. Neuroscientists emphasize the importance of physical exercise in reducing the negative impacts of fear. Regular physical activity releases endorphins, improves mood, and mitigates the effects of cortisol. The American Psychological Association suggests that diaphragmatic breathing can significantly reduce the physiological symptoms of fear, such as rapid heartbeat and muscle tension, helping individuals regain a sense of calm and control. Number 8. Fear in education and parenting. Carrot and stick approach. Fear is often used as a motivator in educational and parenting contexts, but research shows that this method has drawbacks. A longitudinal study published by Stanford University revealed that fear-based disciplinary tactics might achieve short-term compliance, but they often lead to anxiety and reduced self-esteem in the long term. Children exposed to fear-driven environments are more likely to exhibit symptoms of stress, such as sleep disturbances and academic decline. However, educators and psychologists are increasingly advocating for positive reinforcement, which is linked to better outcomes like enhanced creativity, problem-solving skills, and a greater willingness to take calculated risks. Encouraging children through supportive rather than punitive measures fosters resilience and a growth mindset. Number 7. Social media and fear. Amplifying anxiety, one post at a time. Fear has found a potent ally in social media. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok often use algorithms that prioritize content designed to engage users, and nothing engages quite like fear. A study conducted by MIT found that fear-inducing content had a 60% higher chance of being shared than neutral posts. This preference for fear-centric posts can lead to widespread misinformation and panic, such as during health scares or political events. Social media also fosters a culture of comparison, where fear of missing out drives behavior. To mitigate this, mental health experts are encouraging users to actively curate their feeds to avoid sensationalist content and instead follow positive, educational accounts that promote well-being and informed decision-making. Number 6. Fear in consumer behavior. Marketing's greatest asset. Fear-based marketing has been around for decades, but in this year, it has reached new heights. Companies use fear to convince consumers that their products will solve problems or prevent disasters. A consumer behavior analysis showed that industries like insurance, home security, and even cosmetics significantly benefited from fear-driven ads, with sales increases of up to 18% in some sectors. Advertisers often play on fears related to safety, aging, and health, creating a sense of urgency. For example, anti-aging products are marketed with messaging that instills fear of looking old or being judged negatively. Consumers are becoming more conscious of these tactics, and consumer advocacy groups are pushing for more transparent advertising that empowers rather than scares potential buyers. Number 5. The neuroscience of fear. How it shapes behavior. The human brain is wired to learn from fear, and this mechanism is crucial for survival. When the amygdala processes a fearful stimulus, it helps form memories of that event, which influences future behavior. This ability to learn from fear is beneficial when it helps us avoid real dangers, but it can also lead to irrational phobias. Studies from BrainFacts highlighted that fear-based memories are often the strongest as the amygdala and hippocampus work together to store these emotional events vividly. For instance, individuals who experience traumatic events may develop lasting fears that significantly impact their daily lives. Therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy are being used to help individuals reframe these fear-based memories, providing them with tools to overcome their responses and lead more fulfilling lives. Number 4. Health anxiety. How the medical industry benefits from fear. The healthcare industry also uses fear to influence behavior, often to push unnecessary medications or treatments. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported a 15% increase in the prescription of certain medications after heightened awareness campaigns focusing on new health threats. Pharmaceutical ads often exploit people's fears about aging, illness, and death, suggesting that taking their product is the only solution, promoting preventative care and patient education as more sustainable solutions for public health. Number 3. Fear in the media. The everlasting cycle of alarm. Media outlets know that fear keeps people glued to their screens. A study conducted by the Pew Research Center showed that 76% of Americans felt that the news was overly focused on negative and fear-inducing stories, which in turn affected their mental well-being. Constant exposure to alarming headlines can lead to headline anxiety, a condition where individuals feel a constant sense of dread due to the perceived state of the world. This year, major news networks reported higher ratings during times of crisis, such as natural disasters or political instability, showing how effective fear-based content is for keeping audiences engaged. However, experts advise consuming news mindfully. Limiting screen time and seeking out positive or solution-focused stories can help balance this negative impact. Number 2. Political exploitation of fear. Campaigns full of anxiety. Fear is one of the most effective tools in politics. In the election, fear was used extensively to sway voters, with campaigns focusing on threats like economic collapse, rising crime rates, and international conflict. Pew Research found that 68% of voters described the presidential campaigns as too negative, and 76% said they were not focused on important policy debates. Politicians use fear to present themselves as the only viable solution to a given threat, appealing to voters' desires for security. This tactic works because fear activates the brain's amygdala, triggering emotional rather than rational decision-making. Campaign strategists understand this well, which is why fear has become a staple in political rhetoric. Number 1. The biological roots of fear. Why we're all wired to worry. At its core, fear is a survival mechanism. When we encounter something threatening, the brain's amygdala triggers a fight-or-flight response, releasing hormones like adrenaline and cortisol to prepare the body for action. This response was crucial for early humans who faced immediate physical threats. Today, these same biological responses are triggered by less direct dangers, such as financial worries or social threats. Neuroscientists emphasize the role of cortisol in maintaining this state of heightened alertness. Chronic exposure to fear and stress can lead to health issues such as weakened immunity and cardiovascular problems. Understanding this biological basis of fear helps in developing strategies to manage it, such as physical exercise, which has been shown to reduce cortisol levels and improve mental health. And that's a wrap, folks. If you found yourself nodding along or clutching your blanket a little tighter, you're not alone. Fear gets to all of us. But if you're ready to take back control and conquer the fearmongers of the world, give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Stay fearless, and I'll see you in the next one.